Blackstone Publishing presents Weird Women, Classic Supernatural Fiction by Groundbreaking Female Writers, 1852 to 1923, edited by Lisa Morton and Leslie S. Klinger. This book is read by Sheila Bermingham, Paul Boehmer, Gabrielle de Cuir, Justine Eyre, John Rubinstein, and Stefan Rudnicki. Introduction by Lisa Morton and Leslie S. Klinger. If our authoress can forget the gentleness of her sex, it is no reason why we should, and we shall therefore dismiss the novel without further comment. From the British Critic's 1818 review of Mary Wollstonecraft Shelley's Frankenstein. Any student of the literary history of the weird or horror story can hardly be faulted for expecting to find a genre bereft of female writers, at least in its first 2 centuries. A few of the authors included in this volume, Charlotte Perkins Gilman, Mary Wilkins Freeman, Clemence Hausman, were discussed in early studies like H.P. Lovecraft's Supernatural Horror in Literature, 1927. Some would be acclaimed in later, more exhaustive works like the Penguin Encyclopedia of Horror and the Supernatural, 1986, and others would find later fame thanks largely to filmed adaptations of their work. Hermione Templeton Kavanagh with Disney's 1959 Darby O'Gill and the Little People, and Edith Nesbit with the BBC adaptation of The Railway Children in 1968. But reprint anthologies of horror published throughout the 20th century could routinely be counted on to include few or no stories by women. Perhaps the editors of those books were concerned about the gentleness of her sex. Yet there were women writing early terror tales. In fact, there were a lot of them. During the second half of the 19th century, when printing technologies enabled the mass production of cheap newspapers and magazines that needed a steady supply of material, many of the writers supplying that work were women. The middle classes were demanding reading material, and the plethora of magazines, newspapers, and cheap books meant a robust marketplace for authors. Women had limited career opportunities, and writing was probably more appealing than some of the other avenues open to them. Though the publishing world was male-dominated, writing anonymously or using masculine-sounding names, such as M.E. Braddon, gave women a chance to break into the market. It was also still a time when writers were freer than today's writers to write work in a variety of both styles and what we now call genres. A prolific writer might pen adventure stories, romantic tales, domestic...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?